Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Toledo Rockets and the Broncos will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Toledo's offense will be first on the attack. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try.
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Dotson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Rockets decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They kick it away on fourth down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Scott. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Leon. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
The Rockets need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. Great place to start for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Creates a little space. Taking it the other way. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Defense in press coverage. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clay. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
Wide open spaces. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Special teams coming through. As they pin him back, they'll mark it dead at the 10. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Dotson. Got the quick pass. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the Rockets headed quickly to the line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Got room at the 35. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Rockets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they swarm him under. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Coming up.
The Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Rockets offense is back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to pass it. Caught near the sticks. It's Dotson. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
At the 34. And first down for the offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today.
And the Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Trying to set the tone with the run. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Broncos in the... They'll go to the air. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Dotson. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more...
Turning it on! They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
The Rockets have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Defense.
And the defender just... handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Rockets! And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Florida Atlantic pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Owls were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. The Broncos will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today, ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
And the Rockets need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And the Broncos are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Scott. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Clay. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down. And they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Broncos moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Broncos! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Second down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. Back to pass on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page. Now putting the...
There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the back. Now the play fake. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. The Broncos line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's second and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point play. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the Rockets getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Dotson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Lost to throw again. Fires to the end zone. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Gets the back moving. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 21. Brings up 2nd down.
On the double.
Looking for room. It's Clay. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go. And as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field.
Number 14.
And here we go, a field goal try to win it. And he drops the curtain. Lights out. Game-winning field goal in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence.